They don't have to always make the right decision.
Well, no one's perfect, and it's everyone's figuring it out as they go. So
Right. So like, you know, they that's the I think the hardest thing for parents whose perception is I am the better parent. That parent has a trait or a behavior that is not in the best interest of kids. Well, show me a parent in a married family who doesn't have similar traits that are maybe not in the best interest of the kid,
right,
but they're good enough.
right.
And kids do
Ooh,
fine.
And that's
and here's
sad
my thing
because
too,
that
though.
sets the bar so low for the care of the children.
Yeah.
And that
Well,
should be the highest bar.
well, yeah,
Ooh,
but I
right.
think I think what their meaning is to I think they set that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they set that bar purposely because they know that similar to how success is subjective, the idea of what is 100% the best way you could be acting for your child,
Yeah.
it can also be subjective.
Yeah.
And I think that's something else that they fail to realize is they let their negative emotions toward each other in the moment override everything else. And then they sit there and they fail to recognize, well, we might just think differently on this specific circumstance with the kids. They would choose to handle it this way, but I want to handle it this way. But just because they're not handling it the way I would doesn't mean they're lesser of a parent.
And oftentimes these traits are traits that were in existence when they got
Right.
married or when
Right.
they met or
They just
when they were dating, and now because of the divorce or the conflict or the scorn or the hard feelings or the sadness or anger or whatever it is, they become the target of, okay, I'm going to grab onto this trait and I'm going to make it about them not being a good enough parent or a good parent. Like for example, like, my husband has a glass of wine every night with dinner. And I don't think that's a good example for the kids. And my first question is, well, did your husband have a glass of wine with dinner when you first met or before you had kids? And the answer is often yes. It's like, so why would you expect that to be any different now?
right.
And if you didn't think that was a problem then is it really a problem now? And it gets lost in the emotion and the anger and the hurt that undoubtedly comes with divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they're tough
It's
cases.
got to be like you and I have talked about this a bunch of times. Um, I don't know how I could never do what you do because I'm too blunt.
I could not either.